For a long time, dinosaur fossils have been discovered. But before the late 18th century, when science took a couple of major leaps forward, they mostly only had the Bible as a reference point to interpret their findings. This is an early finding. What's left this behind? Robert Plot, who found it, was quite adamant. It was a giant's petrified scrotum. In the Bible, one could read about David, who fought the giant Goliath. Now you would probably say it was the femur from a megalosaurus. Anyway, in the 1820s, the geologist William Buckland found exciting fossils, which he said came from a giant lizard, and therefore he named it the Megalosaurus. He wrote about the discovery in a scientific paper that caused a sensation. This is how they imagined it. At the same time Buckland made his discovery, Mary Ann Mantle made a discovery that was traced to a quarry in Sussex. Mary's husband, Gideon, excavated more parts of the quarry and pieced them together into what he thought was a giant iguana. Iguanodon, meaning iguana tooth. Notice the horn that sits on the nose. And here is a reconstruction of the iguanodon from the 1850s. And here, Megalosaurus and Iguanodon are fighting each other. They quickly became popular, and images of them were used to advertise meat products. In 1841, there were 9 different reptile fossils described to be from the Cretaceous era, and according to Richard Owen, these did not belong to any contemporary reptiles, but rather there had been a now extinct type of reptile, which he called the dinosaur. In 1854, at Crystal Palace in London, Owen was commissioned to build scale models of Iguanodon and Megalosaurus in concrete. Before they were finished, they threw a dinner party inside the Iguanodon. If you go to London, you can still see the monsters at Crystal Palace. Today they have found many more remains of the Iguanodon and have a different view of its appearance. But what happened to the horn? Check out the thumb. And did Megalosaurus really look like this? Megalosaurus was a predator, and this is how we imagine it to have been. Oh, and by the way, we now think they have feathers on the body. I wonder how people will imagine them in 50 years' time.